the first video we saw how we could handle request arguments in the URL and built a little path to URL query. We accepted two arguments, name and mood, and just returned them to the same place. Now the next thing that we want to do is actually kind of clean that up and accept these things in a little bit more structured way. So our next route is going to involve a web form, where instead of having to actually enter those arguments in the URL, our user will be able to enter these arguments in form input fields. So let's call this route forms. And now what we actually are going to do, we're going to use some HTML. So let's also bring in our render template function, and from here we're going to we can just return the render template of let's call it form. Okay, I need also my templates directory, so templates, and inside of that I'll create my form.html. All right. In this form, what we want is we want some form fields. So these are actually things in a in HTML. Okay, and we make these with a form tag, and we'll talk more about this method in just a second. But we're going to set this method to post. Okay, and inside of this form, we can have name, and we'll say input. This is going to be we're going to accept text as input here. And this is going to be associated with name. We also have a mood, and this was input type equals text, and name equals mood. The last thing is we can put a little button that will help to submit the form. So just an input type submit. We'll make a little submit button. All right. So we save this and start back up our application. Oops. Sorry. And let's see what we've got here. So again, the root URL, I don't have a base URL, but now we can go to form, and there's nothing there. Great. Because it's forms, not form. Oh, wonderful. Okay, and now I can put Jacob. My mode is great. Submit that. And now we run into this method not allowed. But at the moment, that's okay. We're in a good spot. We've now got we've at least got the structure to accept arguments in a better looking kind of way. And even later still, we'll add some bootstrap to this to make a better looking form. But as long as we understand at the moment how we can build these inputs in HTML like this, and you can also change data types to accept numbers and things. But for the moment, this is a good, that's good. You want to just practice a little bit making other input types and rendering the form. And then next we'll handle that input.